Dutch all the way. My parents are Dutch. Mom's is here from here, Amsterdam. Pops from the south. And I just picked up English through the music, through TV. Like they don't dub anything out here for the kids, right? So all the shows, or video games, or like even books and stuff. A lot of shit is in English.
English, yeah.
So
Just
it's real
subtitles.
easy, yeah. So it's real easy to just pick it up. And especially then the minute you get into the music, you know, just playing it. And this is from a day where we would actually, like, you get a CD and you would play it, the whole thing, over and over, 100 times. Like, so we would literally study the words until you could make sense of it. First, like, just the emotion of a record, but the more you play it, the more you understand the words as well. So at some point, you basically all of a sudden know how to speak English and how to do it, and not just from books like somebody else would teach you a language, but actually from just having it around you every day.
And I got hip to you by the time the Patient Project came out.
Yeah.
And then everything that came after that, whether it be the Remedy or this episode series that you have now, or the Wolf EP, like it's all English.
Yeah.
Like, was there a point in time where you were approaching this thing when you wanted to incorporate like Dutch, or do like or you have done a full-length Dutch situation, or has it always just been English for you right out the gate?
I've had one summer when I was about, I think, 18 or 19, where there was one summer where it was me and a homie, and he was a good friend of mine, and he was rapping kinda, and he was my backup MC for a while, and he wanted to rap, but he couldn't really do English. Well, not, at least not to a point where you were say like, okay, we can actually do something with this. And he was like, yeah, fuck you, man, I'm gonna just do the Dutch shit. I'm gonna do the Dutch shit. And, you know, and I did give him some beats, and that just, like, you know, evolved into where we recorded like a bunch of Dutch songs, but I hate it, yo. I hate it with a passion. And it's not because I'm like ashamed of my language or of where I'm from. It's just it doesn't, like I said, even when I'm fighting with my girl or something, I'll switch to English because it's just so much more natural to me. It's so much easier to find the words that I'm trying to say instead of Dutch. And Dutch has a completely different structure in the sentences. So they're very long sentences with a lot of more like longer words and stuff. And it just doesn't, the rhyming, it just doesn't feel right to me. But yeah, people ask me all the time because there's like a lot of people that want to do that. Also because I do the beats, they're like, yo, I need a beat. I actually need a Dutch verse as well, yo. I need a Dutch verse. I need a Dutch verse. Even with Dilson, with Nunes, he like we working on a EP for him now, a Dutch one, really dope, by the way. That's gonna be a banger, yo. That's gonna like fuck some people up out here. He's like, yo, you gotta do something, you know, give me a hook or give me a verse in Dutch, like just, I don't care, just do the ad-libs, I don't mind, just gotta do a skit or something. I probably will again someday, but it just never happens, yo. It's like I said, plus I'll just, when I do it, sometimes I'll just, for the fuck of it, freestyle a little bit with the guys or whatever. I just feel like an amateur in Dutch, you know. It would take me, I just feel like it would take me like a year of writing, straight writing, just to practice, just to get somewhere near to these guys, you know, in terms of skills. Just last week, MC DRT, he's like a Dutch legend. I met him at a party. He was with a friend of his. He introduced me to his friends. Like, yo, usually I really hate English dudes, Dutch dudes speaking English out here, but this is probably the only one I'm fucking with, because this dude is tight. The dude was like, oh. So there is like a thing where, yo, you better make sure that it's really good if you're gonna step out with English or Spanish or whatever, you know, if it's not your shit. But again, I feel like people generally just like what I do, so it's not really an issue. But the second that they would like be able to hear a strong accent or just have weak rhymes, like just ABC bullshit, then I think that will be the first thing that they would have a problem with, instead of maybe the beat or what I'm saying or whatever. And then it's really a problem. But for me, I never had no problems with it. A lot of the times people actually think that I'm from America. So maybe a lot of people don't even know, or they think maybe